Hello and welcome back to another video, guys. In this tutorial pack series, I will be showing you guys how to make a texture pack, as well as showing you guys how to add animations, custom sounds, and much more. For this first tutorial, I'll be showing you guys the basics on getting started, as well as showing you how to make a pack in the first place. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is open your Minecraft launcher, as I did here, and launch the version you want the pack for. Once inside of the Minecraft launcher, we're going to go ahead and go to installations, new installation, and then we can go ahead and select our version. For my demonstration, I'm going to be using 1.8.9, so right here. But you can use any version for this, as well as snapshots and other things as well. And then you can give the pack a name, as well as an icon, as well as a custom icon if you want to. You can ignore this stuff here. This stuff is currently not important for what we are doing. So you guys are going to head and press create. I'm going to press cancel because I already have one right here. Now, if your version isn't the latest version, you will have this little icon here saying this is an older game version and it doesn't support the latest player safety features, but you don't have to worry about that. It's not important. So what you guys have to do now is you need to just go ahead and launch that version of Minecraft. I will be back once I've launched 1.8.9. Alright guys, as you can see now I'm inside of Minecraft, and since we have launched the version, that's all we have to do. We don't have to launch a world or go into a server or anything. I mean, if you can, if you want to, but it doesn't really change anything whatsoever. As you guys can see, all you have to do once you've launched it, you just close it. Alright, so once we've closed Minecraft, we actually want to get the stuff we need to make the pack. So what I want you guys to do is press the Windows key plus R, and this little Windows runtime will pop up for you. And then I want you to type in %appdata%, just like that, and then press OK. This is the fastest way to get to the .minecraft folder, unless you, of course, go ahead over here and then you pin it. So if you really want to, guys, you can go ahead and pin this folder to the quick access, and then you have access to it right away. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and enter the folder, and there's a bunch of stuff here, other stuff you have to ignore, it doesn't matter. What we care about is this versions folder right here. As you guys can see, 1.8.9 folder has appeared because we've launched that version of the game. So what we want to do is go ahead and enter this folder, and then we want to go ahead and copy this .jar file to our desktop. Go ahead, copy it, and then paste. So once you have this 1.8.9 folder on your desktop, you're going to want to go ahead and extract it. But to prevent folder from extracting onto our desktop and overloading it, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly create a folder. We're going to go new folder, and we'll just name it pack for now. Go ahead and drag this into the pack folder. Once inside, we're going to go ahead, and I have 7-zip, so I'm going to extract with 7-zip. I'm going to do extract here because I'm extracting inside of the folder. Alright guys, so once we've gone ahead and extracted everything, what we can do is we're going to press Ctrl A or Command A on Mac. We're going to go ahead and select everything but the assets folder. So I'm going to unselect it by holding Control on Windows and left clicking on it, which will go ahead and unselect it. And then we just want to delete every single file because we don't need them. Alright guys, now that we have extracted all the garbage out of the file, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and enter this folder, head to this where you see these. We're going to actually have to add a few folders so that we have everything. Now this folder that we're going to be adding right now is the Optifine/MC Patcher folder. If you are playing in a version before 1.13, name it MC Patcher. My version is 1.8.9, so I have to name it MC Patcher. If your version is 1.13 or above, which most likely it will be for you, you rename that folder to Optifine instead of MC Patcher. The next folder we're going to be adding is a folder called Sound. I'm going to go ahead, add a folder, and name it Sounds. At the current moment, these are all the folders we need. I'm going to go ahead and explain them all for you. Block states is going to be giving data for every block in the game, and it can be used for making custom models. We'll be looking at this in the future, as well as the models folder, which contains info for custom models and adding multiple textures to different items. So see, there's a block section and an item section. All right, the next folder is font. This little bin folder here, this is where you'll be able to add custom fonts to Minecraft and change a bunch of stuff. Lang is the languages folder. Currently you only have English US.lan. And then when you launch Minecraft and you select a different language, it'll actually download it for you into this folder. This is where you can create languages and like custom languages like the pirate language, for example. MC Patcher, we just made this folder. Right now it's empty, but we will be adding stuff to this in future episodes. Models, I just explained. Shaders pack is used for versions back when it had the super secret settings. So 1.8, they had these different super secret settings, which like did a bunch of different shader effects and whatnot to Minecraft. Apparently this also can be used later for other things. I don't know what yet, so we probably won't be touching this folder inside of this tutorial series. The sounds folder is one of the more complex things, but we will worry about this later. This will allow you to add custom sounds. Text has 3 things inside of it. It has credits, end, and splash it. I'm going to go through each one. So first off, the credits folder. I'll open it for you right here. The credits displays the Minecraft credits, which will be shown at the end of the game, as well as the end poem. You can actually go through this and change everything in here. So I could change Marcus Person to Obama, and that would work, but we're not going to do that for right now. The end text is the end poem. So this is the poem you see at the end of the game with all the lore and whatnot. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? This is that. You can actually change this if you want to. And then the splashes are those little pop-up text that you see in the main menu with all these different little catchphrases and stuff. You can change this all here. If I really wanted to, I could go ahead and just add Among Us. Yeah, I just did that. Alright, now that we have explained the text, the last one is the textures folder. This folder has all the different textures in the game. This is the folder that we will be spending the most time in, and I will be explaining in the next video. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get a blank text document. And for this first step, all you have to do is paste this in here, and then do Control-Shift-S and rename it to Pack.MCMeta, and you save it. So go ahead and create a new document here. I have Atom, so that's what it's going to be opened in for me. I'm going to go ahead and launch it. Alright, once inside of Atom, as you guys can see, there's this pack format here and the texture pack description. Inside of these quotation marks, you can name this whatever you want. So I'm going to name it Tutorial Pack Description. Alright, so this pack format right here, this corresponds to the version you're playing Minecraft in, or whatever version this pack is for. So if this pack is for 1.18, your version will be 8. If it's 1.6 through 1.8.9, it is version 1. So if this was 1.18, I would just go ahead and change this to an 8, but we are using 1.8.9, so we're going to change it to a 1. Then we're going to just save it by doing Control-S, or going to File, and then Save. And this is all you need. I'll be putting an image on screen on the different versions and their numbers, as well as leaving a link to the Minecraft wiki, which goes much more in depth. So the last thing that we can add is an image that works for the pack. So a pack image, like if you have my texture pack that I've released in an older video, it has a custom image for it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and launch Paint.net. Alright, once in Paint.net, we got to make sure the height and width is 128 by 128. And then we just press enter, and we have our small little cube here. Now you can import an image or do whatever. I'm just going to make something special here. There. The perfect image for my pack file. And then we're just going to go ahead and save it. We're going to save it as a PNG. It's going to be a pack.png. So the name has to be exact, otherwise it won't work. So it's got to be pack.png, and this is on our desktop. So we're going to go ahead to pack and then save it right here next to the assets folder. So pack.png will be saved right there. And we can just go ahead and close Paint.net or whatever photo editing software they use. And we have our 3 folders, which is great. Alright, so now we have our 3 folders. We could go ahead and add this to Minecraft. But the thing is, we wouldn't know if it worked because we haven't changed anything yet. So we're going to go ahead and change one texture inside of the game. So we're going to go ahead and go to this textures folder that we did beforehand. And we are going to go ahead and change an item. Alright guys, so once you guys are in this folder, we're going to go ahead and choose something to edit. Edit this apple because it's the first thing that popped up in my mind. I'm going to go ahead and open this with your editing software. I'm going to be using Paint.net because it's just easier for this stuff. Now, for the canvas sizes, and to make sure everything's correct, your canvas size has to be a multiple of 16. So this one by default is 16 by 16, but if you want to make the image bigger, you can make it 32 by 32, and this would work, or 64 by 64, or bigger, bigger, and bigger. See? Now we have more space to work with our apple, but we're not going to do that for right now. So we're going to go ahead and just change this apple up a bit by just first off selecting the stem like so, adding it to a new layer, and then using the magic wand tool to select the apple and change its color. We're going to have a nice green apple, guys. There. Delicious green apple has been made. And then all you do is save it. You can either save it immediately, or you can save it like so by making sure it's named the same thing and make sure it's in the right folder, and then you press save and replace, and the same thing happens. Boom. And now, as you guys can see, our apple has been changed here. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to where we keep our assets. I'm gonna go ahead and select all three, and we're going to go ahead and send this to a compressed zip folder. Alright guys, so we have two options here. With this, we can either launch Minecraft and stick this folder into Minecraft by going to the resource packs menu, or we can do it manually. I'll be showing you guys both. So to do it manually, we will just go ahead and launch File Explorer and then go to our .minecraft shortcut if you made one. If you didn't, and just remember it's Windows plus R, and then you go to App Data. We go ahead and go to the .minecraft folder. This time we go to the resource packs folder, and this is where we dump our test pack inside of. And boom, once we launch Minecraft, it'll be in there. Or we will do it the second way, which is what I will be showing you guys right now. I'm going to go ahead and move it back because I'm going to be showing you the second way. I'm going to go ahead and launch Minecraft. Alright guys, so now that we are inside of Minecraft, we're going to go ahead and open our resource packs folder, which takes us to the exact same place. So this is the second way to do it. And then we just drag it in. So the first way was easier because you just went straight to the folder, but also you can just import it straight into Minecraft if you want to. I'm going to just go ahead and close these folders, go back into Minecraft, press done, and press resource packs, and boom, our new texture pack has been added to the game. And as you can see, if I launch this single player world right here, our apple is green. Easy money. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching the first episode to this tutorial series. And as I quickly commit some domestic animal abuse, I would just like to thank you guys for subscribing. The next episode will be linked in the playlist at the end of this video. Delicious apple. Yummy. Subscribe.